just can't take it anymore, and I don't want to be.
So break up.
What? No, I'm saying that I just can't take it because
I know what you're saying. What I'm saying is break up.
But I don't.
This is optional. This is optional. You ain't got to be with that man.
And this is exactly why I quit being a traditional therapist and I decided to pivot right into life coaching. I graduated top of my class, got a perfect 4.0 through the pandemic, through getting my mom through chemotherapy, through one of the worst chapters of my life. I knew I was meant to be a healer. I knew I was meant to be a therapist. But what I didn't like is that there was so much red tape about what you could do, what you couldn't do. I mean, even down to self-disclosure. Now, granted, I always learned in the books that self-disclosure is something you sprinkle. You definitely do not add a pound of that into the concoction that is therapy. But it's so interesting how so many therapists will be mum's the word about their experiences when sometimes sharing your experience is exactly what helps your client have that aha moment.
Another one. Emotional damage.
You serious?
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. At the end of this video, hope you subscribe. And man, I'm telling you ladies, y'all about to run out of female therapists. Like damn, I swear bro, it seemed like a couple of them are quitting like every other month or something, bro. I tell you, it's funny as hell to see. Oh my god, bro. It just goes to confirm that a lot of the things that men are saying in these spaces are true. Anywho, on to the next video.
I also do feel like there's a lot more intimacy where it comes to me and you, right? So the same could be said. It's like, okay, you don't talk to a woman on the street the way you'll talk to me sometimes, right? When you get into your modes and you want me to be quiet or do this or clean up or whatever the case may be, like you're not talking to the woman the same way. So it's like we have way more intimacy for me to be able to let my guard down and not have to be in a masked position like when I'm at work or in a corporate environment. So of course, I'm not going to portray myself in a certain way in a corporate setting. Then when I get home and I can let my hair down and take my bra off and be like, babe, what the hell, you know?
Yeah, I like
that, ladies and gentlemen.
I like that. I'm gonna add context to what you said though, right? So you said we wouldn't just talk to a woman on the street a certain way, but we wouldn't just do certain things for the woman on the street. So when we look at it, it's more so like you could contain yourself to him because he cut you a check, but I protect your life and I take care of you. So it's like I got more leverage in this conversation than he does. So you can contain yourself for that sentence because they can fire you. If we locked in, then I'm like, well, damn, you care more about losing your position at work than you do about losing your man. So it's a separation because I'm not going to talk to a woman in the streets in a way where I'm asking her to do anything because that's not her role in my life. But I'm also not going to get out of my bed at 3 in the morning to make sure she's cool. My girl got undeniable protection, like it's unlimited. So that's where it's like, well, I'm willing to go to these ends for you, and you can't even stop this for me. So I think that.
Yeah, now that woman, you know, you can argue that she was making some valid points until that man rebutted, and he made even better points because. It's one thing to sit over here and say, yeah, you got to contain yourself because you at work. And I get all that, you know, because you got to get your bag. I get all that. But at the same time, you should be able to do that for your man as well. Yeah, you should be able to come home and let your hair down and relax and be you. But that doesn't give you a pass to be disrespectful to your man either. You see, there's a thin line, and you ladies, y'all like to cross that thin line as disrespect, a man taking disrespect as a way of showing love or some kind of unconditional love, I suppose, which I find kind of funny because y'all damn sure don't give men that same grace, unless they have certain things in place or they've been blessed with certain things. That y'all allow them to get away with certain shit, but that's another topic for another day. On to the next clip.
I'm starting to feel like the man is really the prize. I don't know why.
Hey, girl, now.
Yes. I'm starting to feel like men are really the prize because literally as a woman, we have to wait on the man for everything. We have to wait on the man. We have to wait on the man. We can date whoever we want, but we can't marry who we want.
One of them says,
stepping into the marriage, you have to wait for the man to ask you to marry him. You have to wait for the man to ask you to be his girlfriend. You have to wait for the man to ask you out on a date. All these kind of things we're waiting on a man to do. Like literally.
How about you have
think about
multiple?
it.
So you're not waiting on
I
nobody.
never did, because most women, they're dating a lot of guys. Yeah, but they have that one guy that they want who don't want them. They're dating all these other guys on the side because they're trying to distract themselves. Oh, God, but realistically speaking, they want that one guy who was taking forever to claim them.
That's not how it is.
Yes, I've always felt women were the prize.
You should know that you are the prize.
I've always felt that way. Don't get it twisted. But if you think about it, I'm just trying to be more realistic, be more open minded in my thinking. That's the reason why I'm saying that. If you're gonna ask the man to marry you, by all means do so. But I'm just saying, like, as far as like waiting for a man to like ask us to be like exclusive. That's what I'm talking about. I'm starting to.
And you know what? And it just kind of dawned on me right now. But let me know y'all opinion about this. Do y'all think women becoming sexual liberated actually made men even more of a prize due to the fact that women are more sexually liberated than ever, to the point to where men holding the key to relationships, which is basically what she's admitting to in that video, is even more precious and even more valuable than ever. Because at the end of the day, women still want to be locked in. They still want commitment. They still want to be married. They still want relationships. And because of the man, you hold the key to that. You know, especially when women giving sex away as easily as it is nowadays. Like, you know, women can't really dangle the box over your head anymore, like, because it's just out there. You know what I mean? I'm like, hell, if you want to buy it, you can do that at this point. You feel me? So I'm like, the amount of women that I'm friends with on Facebook that are out here selling box blows my mind, and these baddies too. So you be shocked, man. You be shocked. Whew. Let's continue.
Stop thinking that you're the standard for being a wife. Stop thinking that you're the prototype and maybe your marriage will do better. Because you think that you're the best wife ever and that any man will be lucky to have you, you don't know what your husband wants.
I realize that words can cut.
Mm-hmm.
I realize I have a slick mouth.
Yeah,
I realize that I, even if I'm not trying to be aggressive, even just the way I talk with my hands, it can come off aggressively. It can totally change my message. And one thing, like, and I've been in therapy for some years now, one thing that I still have to consciously work on and check in and talk to my therapist about is how I communicate with my husband.
Stop thinking that.
Oh, okay. So that all makes sense now. I'm glad she is being transparent about that, because that makes sense why she talks the way she does on that panel. I always wonder how she come off. I'm surprised she's even married. I'm concerned for him. The way she talks on that panel, I can only imagine what that man is dealing with at home, dealing with a woman who talks the way she talks. Oh my God, bro! It just go to show you, man. Looks, as a woman, looks can get you a long way, man. Regardless of how shitty your behavior is or how you communicate to a man, I tell you. It's just some men out here that are just that weak to the beauty. Yeah, men got to get over that, man. They really do. Let's keep it moving.
Love men, simply complex creatures. It seems like it's a lot to them if you don't do what they like. And they all really basically be liking the same thing. They just like it in different ways. What do men like? They mainly like to know that they're respected. That's the foundation of everything. Just shut up. Just sit in silence. Let him talk to you. Sometimes a man don't want to talk to you. I've learned that. Like, sometimes men don't want to talk to you. They just want you to listen. That's the reason why we be fucked up, because we be hard-headed, because we don't listen no way. So it's a great opportunity to practice. Sitting in silence with your man is a great opportunity to practice just listening. Practice your listening skills. And when you feel like you want to say something, swallow it. If it's going to come up, you're going to have to, like, you might burp because you go swallow. Because you're like, damn, why I'm burping? Because you full, bitch. You had a lot to say. But just swallow it.
That was
excellent.
Y'all was thinking the same thing I was thinking when she said that shit. Yeah, don't forget to swallow.
These nuts.
Ladies, it's a new era of men coming out. These men,
They standing on business with us now. So let me get y'all the gag. You want that man to treat you good, you got to be willing to treat him good. 50-50 ain't got to just be in financial, but if that man taking care and that man providing you, make sure you're doing the same thing back. This year is called reciprocation. And I think that's what everybody done forgot. Like, it's always just like, oh my gosh, it's only about me, because which I'm one of those. Like, I feel like it's always about me. But if I got somebody that's genuinely treating me good, that's giving me the word, that's making my life easier by any means necessary, I'm going to do that in return. And I feel like we get so caught up in the society, just like, I need, and we forget to return the favor back to the guy. And I'm not even just talking about sexual acts, because this is not that kind of transactional thing I'm talking about. I'm saying, like, you got to be able to give back to these men, pour back into these men. If these men are doing all of this for you, pour back into these men, keep the men happy, because if we keep the men happy, now they gonna keep us happy. That's the real gag. Like, just feed their little ego and the world is yours. It worked like that.
Yeah, I mean, you would think reciprocation wouldn't be asking for too much, but for some of these women, it does seem like they make it seem like men are asking for a lot, or they want to say, oh, these men want princess treatment, or they're sassy. Men are sassy and gay and wanting princess treatment just for wanting reciprocation, bro. That is crazy, bro. It's like, damn, if y'all just want a slave, just say that. Let's keep it moving.
Y'all would be with men for years, performing all kind of labor and duties and birthing children and all kinds of stuff. And you'll bring it up to the man, and the man will say, I ain't asked you for all that. Hey, man, men are not nice people. Men are not nice. Men live in a totally different reality than women. Men know that nice will get you killed, right? My father was a mean man, very crass, curt. I never got the luxury of believing like the world was this fantasy place. From early on, my pops used to tell me, men are not your friends. Men want to fuck you in your hole. Which friend? My father's an old Jamaican man. This shit, are y'all sure y'all the most educated? Because ain't no way that y'all could see how men are and still end up in the situations that y'all end up in. It's no way. And there will be comments from women saying, that's why I get money from them and I get what I can and I use them and I don't have no feelings and all. I ain't talking about none of that nonsense. Men can't give me shit. I don't want nothing from men. When I wanted to buy my Porsche, I went and bought my Porsche with my own money. When I'm ready to buy a pair of Louboutins, I go buy them with my own money. The only place I trade my time for money is at a job and my business. So I'm not talking about none of that nonsense. A lot of y'all ain't even really getting that from men, because most of these men don't even have a disposable income. Y'all getting a little bill paid here or there in a meal. Y'all not really getting it like that. And the men who really got money like that ain't throwing it away to y'all. Men don't become rich by doing stupid shit with their money. So all that talk is nonsense that women tell themselves to think that they're getting something out of the deal, right? Dealing with men. And I ain't talking about having no feelings, right? You can love a man, but understand that they're not nice people. Men come to us for niceties. They come to us for a soft place to land. They come to us for kindness and all that. Men are not like that. They don't reciprocate that. I don't know what it's going to take to get that in y'all head. I don't even have a lot of experience with men, and I know that. And I attribute that to watching my father deal with women. Y'all know how old Jamaican men are.
Yeah, but that's the problem, because women are supposed to be the more empathetic between the two. However, they don't really understand the reality that men live in, because it's far more harsh and different than it is for women, because women have a lot of safety nets and a lot of things to fall back on. They don't necessarily have to become successful in order to have a decent outcome in life, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you feel me? You gotta You got to go out and get it, bro. I'm like, otherwise you're just seen as a loser, basically. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. Oh, geez, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.